Go.
Sha-la-la-la. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Quit Acting Stupid. I'm your host, Jamie Paredes, and joining me as always are my brothers, Bobby and Rudy. Say hello, boys.
Hello, boys. All right. So
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I have a question. I'm just gonna have to put it out there because this comes with age. I knew every word to that song, but I can't remember what show it was from.
I was right there with you. I was at
Are you
Family
serious?
Ties first.
Family
And then I,
Ties.
and I thought, no, but then I think it was Family Ties.
Let's see if our guest knows. I know what it is. Obviously, I got it, but let's see if our guest today knows.
Well, tell them who our guest is.
Oh, is that on me? Guys, we have a
Yes,
guest, former Holy Cross Crusader, former St.
Because
Pius
that's the
warrior,
first
I
thing that
believe.
should be on her resume.
Well, that's
is
the first thing
Holy
on
Cross,
everybody's
yeah.
resume is Holy
Yes.
Cross Crusader, right? I host, radio host, host of,
Oh my goodness.
co-host of the number one
Host
Morning
of
talk
show.
morning show in Kansas City. Northeast vet. Just bring her on.
You're butchering her.
Wait.
You're butchering it.
Yeah,
Bob?
you're ruining it. No, I was just gonna say probably the most famous person to come out of Old Northeast. Let's bring
Well,
on
slow
Nycki
down.
Pace.
Slow down. David Cohn's from Northeast, but go ahead.
Bring on Nycki Pace.
Nycki Pace.
Is that me?
Oh,
Okay, I got it.
somebody
Ugh.
yeah. Freaking bring her on. Jamie, you've
serial
always
killer
brought
are we missing that came from Northeast that you are leaving off this list? You know there's some degenerate.
Yeah, there has to
Yeah.
be. I mean, we after all, we had an old man come around. You guys remember Frank, the guy,
Yes,
God
Frank.
bless
We
you,
talked
man.
about Frank on this show.
Yeah,
God bless
man.
you.
God
You know who
bless
I immediately think of, and I mean this sweet, God bless his soul, is Kendall Core.
Kendall Core. I knew
Kendall
that. That
Core.
was gonna be the next one I was gonna say. I knew she
I was like,
mentioned that.
he's the face I always think of. God bless that sweet man.
He just wanted a Coca-Cola. He didn't hurt nobody.
You want to buy me a Coca-Cola?
There was-
Nice.
He
there
was so nice
Kendall.
though. God bless him. He was so nice.
No, I think
Yeah.
of Frank. I think of Frank because nowadays, I mean, you try to wander onto a schoolyard, it's not going to go well for you. I mean, dude would just
Yeah.
come around, and then the kids would flock to him, and yeah, it was.
These were different times.
God bless.
Didn't he have I'm picturing like a big Russian hat like type thing, or is that not a thing? Or
He had some sort
long
of hat.
trench coat?
He had a top hat, but I don't think it was like a Russian hat though.
Well, he wasn't Abraham Lincoln. He didn't have like a
Fedora,
top
didn't
hat.
he? Didn't he have like a fedora? Not a top hat. But
I'm picturing
like
like
I do Kendall.
Yeah,
God bless you.
they call him
God
the
Gonna be
bless
a doctor.
you.
God bless you, man.
You know what? He may not have come down to the body shop like he came by you guys. So
He came into Holy Cross.
The
Yeah,
Holy
he was-
Cross
while
on
we
the
were-
schoolyard.
During
He would
recess.
walk into the classrooms. The teachers would halt class. Students, we have a guest, and they just let this old man wander around, and he'd say, "God bless you. You're going to be a doctor." He'd tell you what you were going to be, which I was going to ask you guys.
you remember him. Yeah. You
Yes.
just jogged my memory. You were going to be a doctor. I do not. I had to go back in a time machine and go see what he would have said about us.
Yeah, like
You
did he
were
have
gonna be a hooker.
a different occupation for each kid in the class, like, or was everybody going to be a doctor? Like,
I don't remember
That's
it varying.
yeah,
It never,
I don't know.
you were going to be a shoe salesman. I don't remember
Yeah.
that at all.
you're going to work at a McDonald's.
You were going to be a failure.
Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag.
But
All right,
bless
so
him
let's
still.
get back to the.
Let's get back. Do you know what the theme song was?
My Michael J. Fox would be let down. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Yes.
I thought so. I thought so.
So it was facts.
Alex P. Keaton.
Facts
I
of
knew
life.
it. I knew it.
No, not Facts of Life.
no.
Family Ties. Come on,
Family
bro.
Ties. Justine Bateman, Jason Bateman's sister, was his sister.
Gosh. You know what? Your hair is kind of like Tina Yothers. I thought about
You
that
know
when the
what?
song was playing.
You
I'm
know
like,
what?
yeah.
It actually is. It's darker, but you're absolutely right.
There you go. Little
Plus
blonder,
Tina
you be Tina
Yothers.
Yothers.
I don't know what the hell she's
Yeah.
been doing. She was in a rock band or something for a hot minute back in the
Did
day.
you ever see the movie Crash Course with Tina Yothers?
I did
Oh,
not.
great.
It took
Oh, yeah,
like
we're gonna
all
go
the
down this road.
it like took different people from different sitcoms and
Mhm.
It was
put them
like
on.
from
I don't know if it was NBC,
I think it was NBC. Yeah, and there
and
was
they
like
put them all
yeah,
together.
Driving school, right? It was a
It was a
No,
driving
that was the
school.
premise. Yeah.
And Jack A. Harry, she came in as like the strict person, and she would shoot her little gun like with the and say demerit when anybody would act bad or whatever.
27. I love Jack A.
Alyssa Milano, Jack A. Harry, Tina Yothers.
That's a strong lineup.
yeah,
Don't,
yeah.
don't
It was.
mind
It
me.
was.
I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, I think it was. It was like you said. It was like all the big sitcoms that were on NBC, Family Ties at the time, and they were all in this one movie.
Black guy from Night Court.
Yeah, that guy. I can't think of his name, but the dude from
Well, not
Mr. Belvedere, one of the sons from Mr. Belvedere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the son from Mr. Belvedere as
Was
well.
Dickie Roberts the movie version of like all the child stars too?
Yes, Dickie
Remember
Roberts with
that?
David Spade.
God,
Yes.
see, again, I can't count change, but this is in my head.
You fit in perfectly.
Oh,
You fit in
Oh.
perfectly.
oh, hold on.
You
Keep
seem
Did you
talking.
find?
Oh my god, did you find something? Does it have Kichi in
Found
it?
something. I'm just trying
Kichi,
to.
just
just
call me
me
Kichi.
Kichi.
No, hold on.
Did you find anything on there about Exchange City? I was just thinking
Is
about
that from
the
Crash
other
Course?
day.
Ooh.
I was a police officer at Exchange City.
I was
So-
James.
I was the owner of the sign shop.
You were?
So was-
That's-
Yeah,
So was
sweet,
Bobby.
Joe.
That's kind of lame.
it was kind of boring.
I was
throwing
No,
people
you know what?
in
I was-
jail for
yeah, I was
walking
the
the
owner of
wrong
the sign
way.
shop.
I was too.
How the
Yeah.
hell did two of you in the same family get to be owner of the sign shop?
I don't
They were
know.
a legacy.
Family
They were a legacy. Yeah.
You have to embezzle somehow. Yeah.
Bob, what do you got?
Oh, what do you got for us? Oh, there we go.
Are you guys-
God.
Are you guys seeing this?
Crash
Oh.
Course.
Yeah, I can.
Can you make it bigger? Make it bigger.
That's what she said.
Tina Yothers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, didn't work. Sorry.
I gotta
But
do
it was
that.
Edie McClurg from Ferris Bueller. Hold on.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
I don't know what
Ferris
TV
Bueller.
show she would have been in.
So
What from she was in God, hold on. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, but
she-
what TV? She was in. Was she in?
That wasn't Mr. Belvedere, was it?
No. Was she in?
She was from here.
Oh,
from
really?
Kansas City.
Really?
I know.
Wow.
She's since passed.
My grandmother was friends with Ed Asner.
Yes.
Was that here in Kansas
Ed
City?
Asner. Oh God.
Dude, I can't
Yeah,
believe you
bless
guys
him.
didn't
I had to
play.
spoon him tonight. That
How-
man
Santa Claus.
was something.
How
Yeah.
often
He
do we
wasn't
talk
the
about that
funniest
lady?
thing.
Holy crap.
How
She
often
was
do we
bo-
talk
born
about that
in-
lady and you guys didn't play the drop?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go-
Go ahead. I'm still
I
looking.
don't-
It's awful.
You can't find it. That's why we've got so many drops here, Nikki. That
Oh,
Well,
wait,
with
wait,
your
she-
bad knee, Ed, you shouldn't throw anybody.
so like we love the drops. That's kind of why I come down here.
That's why I show up.
And everyone hates them. Like my mom and Jamie's daughter. They all, or actually, I for Halloween, Miranda's sister Summer. I chatted with her, and she said she hates them as well. Too many drops. But that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
mind
Isn't that funny?
blown. Edie McClurg, Kansas City, Missouri.
Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
I wonder where she went to school.
Holy Cross, I bet. Hey,
I bet.
now Nikki, you
Wouldn't
fall
that
to
be
third.
something? Wouldn't that be
So,
something?
yeah.
God, I would claim her as my relative. Please help me if she was already gone.
I'm trying
If I
to
had a dollar for
date-
every time I asked for a Leonard Skinner member to be my dad, I wish I was kidding. I'm not kidding. Like, please just adopt me, just in spirit.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Let's get
Go
your
ahead.
question. Well, let's back up. So Nikki and I were in the same class at Holy Cross. We went to school together for. Were you in kindergarten there?
Kindergarten through, I don't know if we were in the same class for kindergarten. Because I was with Anthony Paris.
I think I was morning.
Yeah, so I think we were afternoon. because we
Okay.
got picked up from Cotton Candy.
Cotton Candy, the daycare.
Where was
Cotton
that?
Candy.
I recognize the name. Where was
9th
that?
Street? Was it 9th Street? Because it's now for gangs. It's not so much daycare anymore. It's more gang related.
I
Right.
feel like Cotton Candy is where the cool kids went, and then Bobby, you went to Brownstairs, right?
Brownstairs Montessori School. I don't know if that
And
was.
then Jamie and I,
I think I had a
Yeah.
stint in Brownstairs.
Yeah,
but
your
me and
parents tried.
Jamie, we got shipped to Whatsoever.
Yeah,
I went there for a hot minute.
I did.
Did
some
you
time
really?
there.
Mhm.
Okay.
The sweet, and I mean this 1,000 times over, the Sweet Cangelosi family ran the Cotton Candy daycare that was on Ninth
Really?
Street. And I love them, and the boys are still around. So we
I
actually had
still-
a great daycare.
I work
Nice.
with Jasper and I work at Ford with Jasper and Sal installed my air conditioner last year, and they're coming actually tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I
So
love that everybody still lives
Yeah.
around here.
yeah.
So Nycki and I were in the same class for 8 years, then from first grade through 8th grade.
Mhm.
And so we went together to school together at Holy Cross. And man, we
Nikki,
could
real
talk.
quick.
I don't think I ever got you in trouble. I don't
think so.
remember
Probably
if
not.
I did.
I tried to stay out of trouble.
No, God, you were always so good and nice and actually had goals in life. No.
I was
You weren't
pretty
going down my
square.
path.
He was a
You
nerd.
weren't. He wasn't a nerd. He was just good.
Big nerd. Big nerd.
Right.
He looked over and went, she's got jail written all over. I'm gonna go over this route. No, you guys
No,
you
one of the
came from a great family, a sweet, sweet family. I always thought your parents were the sweetest.
they were
Most
around
people
a
do.
lot. And everybody thought that they were the sweetest.
It was smoke and mirrors. It was Anthony Spino was the one too. He was like, "Oh, your parents are great." Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
They always
really.
seemed so sweet. I mean, I came from crazy, so I mean, like they seem like the sweetest ever.
Okay, maybe relatively speaking, yeah. By comparison, sure.
They were great. Let it be known that I'm joking about mother and father. They were great.
I know. I always thought they were happy and sweet and always present, as you said. They were always there supporting you.
Yes.
So I'll start with the first question. What are some of your favorite, fondest memories of Northeast, of Holy Cross, of just growing up?
You know, I have to say, I always think back because I've talked to Anna Salzano and Angela Barba about this, and I know they've got married names, don't care. Those girls will always be those girls. It was such a small, unique group of people that were brought together at that school. It was like, I don't think anybody had an experience like we did. Like our graduating 8th grade class was 30 people. I mean, you know that if I picked up the phone and said, Bobby, I know you've not seen me in 700 years. Could you get me out of this ditch? I know that you're the person and you, and those kind of friendships that you were able to make and kept through all these years. I'm so thankful for, because I really do still have relationships with a good chunk of people that I still get to see. And great teachers too. Kathy Bussey, still keep in touch with her, still see her.
So I literally was gonna say, Clark, her son, was at my house on Thursday. We were changing my son's brakes in his car.
I think it's
And
because he
came
was
over.
not at my brother's house because he went to Italy.
Your brother went to Italy?
Yes, because my brother Joey actually is great friends with Clark.
Yeah.
It's so tight.
I was working the line at Ford. This was probably three years ago, maybe. And they moved me to a new line. I was on line 1. I think I went to day shift from night shift, whatever. So I'm working across and I'm like, this dude over there is massive. And he's got this huge beard and all that up and just like freaky. And I'm like, wow, that guy's, just
Look at that dude.
right. So then meanwhile, I go on break and all of a sudden on Facebook, I keep seeing like people I may know, Clark Bussey. I'm like, why does Clark Bussey keep popping up on my friends that I may know or people I may know?
Find out.
Weird. And so I'm like, this is weird. Well, then I started hearing people calling him Clark when they go up and talk to him. I'm like, Clark. And then Clark Bussey. And then I started, it took me a while. I'm a little slow. But then
Check out the big brain on Brad.
So one day on break, I had to go over to him and I'm like, hey, are you Clark Bussey from Holy Cross? He's like, yeah, you're a Paredes or what? And I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah, it blew my mind. And now we're good friends.
Here you are. He's a good dude. Good dude. My favorite also was Maria Velasquez. Do you remember our teacher in second grade? The beautiful Maria Velasquez.
Oh my God. Everybody in our class in second grade. I mean, we developed early because we were like, even in second grade, we knew that lady is a smoking hottie. I
She's
mean,
smoking hot. Questioning sexuality in second grade. Let's be straight up. She was gorgeous. Let me stop here. I say she was gorgeous. I can tell you today, she is still gorgeous.
still, yes.
I've run into her since, and I'm like, how in the hell do you look exactly the same? Were you like 11 when you taught us? And she
Yes.
looks exactly the same, is the sweetest still, and she's still around here.
Oh, yeah.
I ran into her on the streetcar downtown, and we started talking. And then me and a couple group of people from my class, from my 8th grade class, went back to Holy Cross. She's back at Holy Cross.
And I wondered if she was still there because she asked me about something. And Bobby, you're good.
Yeah.
See, people actually ask you for help probably and want you to actually support them. Here's a shocker. No one asks me. It's amazing.
I don't think that's true.
Fear. But we got to talking one night and then we never got to catch up again. But I adore her. I think she's the greatest and is a good girl. And of course, that school, I just think the world of. And we were so lucky to be able to go there and that our parents all were friends at the same time too. And I'm trying to think of what else happened there. There were so many different things. I have nothing but great experience to talk about.
It was a great time. It was a great, I mean, just growing up at that time, obviously way before telephones and that sort of thing. I mean, you could be present, you could do things, you could get in trouble and it wasn't going to ruin your life because somebody had it on video or anything like that. Can you imagine some of the stuff that went down at like the concourse or at Gladstone School? If some of that stuff was recorded, I mean.
No, at Bud Park, anything? No.
Bud Park. Yeah, it seemed like every month there was a fight at Bud Park that we all were, after school. It was hilarious. It was
Indian Mound
everywhere and see each other.
You guys remember Indian Mound?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Weren't there like supposedly buried Indians under there or something? Is that a thing?
The name.
Is that a real thing?
Hell if I know, ask Bob.
Actually, I'm sorry, Native Americans, not Indians, Native Americans.
I think that's probably true. I think that's probably true. But I don't know. I never studied the history of it. But
anyway,
I don't even want to get into the deep dive of Cliff Drive where it pisses me off how beautiful it is and that view up there. And I'm like, could somebody just take it back over? Because it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
If tweakers could find another place, that'd be super duper.
My wedding pictures were taken at the concourse, like overlooking, the cliff and stuff. Yeah, beautiful place. But yeah, you're right. You got to.
You took them fast, didn't you? You took those pictures fast.
Yeah, we had to get out of there quickly.
Somebody just use your foot and move that hypodermic needle away.
Yeah, there's no open toe shoes here.
Exactly.
Use the cleanup tool, clean all that stuff up. But yeah.
We joke, and I know they work so hard trying to clean up the area there too, because it's a gorgeous area. I love Northeast, but I also know there are many other things in Northeast. But that kind of builds your character too. You can walk into the rest of your life and go, yeah, I'm good. I've seen that.
Yeah.
We just thought it was so normal and it was a great way to grow up, quite honestly. I wouldn't change it for anything. But then just fast forward, we went to high school. Our high school experience is probably a little bit different than yours, Nycki. I mean, you went to Pius, so you had a lot
boys and girls.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. But you also had kind of that same, a lot of folks from Holy Cross went to Pius.
Yeah.
We get shipped out to Rockhurst, and you would have thought we had, a horn coming out of our head. I mean, we were like, oh, really? There's people actually live over in that part of town. I don't even know where it is. So it's like, so you live north of the river. No, south of the river. Oh, really? Where I can't picture where this is. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. You probably have never been there in your life. But yeah, didn't you guys feel like we got looked at a little funny or?
Well, I remember the first time I saw a deer. Like I was driving, with the high school buddy. And I was like, what the hell was that? And we never saw any of that growing up. I mean, we saw mice.
Right. You're absolutely right.
We saw mice and possum. Remember when we come home late at night and the van's headlights would hit a possum's eyeballs and I wouldn't want to get out of the car. I'm like, I'm not going inside. I'm going to sleep in here because I'm not leaving this place. Like,
and can I just say this? I've tried to explain this to my husband. He grew up in Emporia in like a small town, USA, whatever. And I've always known, we just all grew up together and have known each other in that, how many people were in Holy Cross at a given time? Like 100 and something, maybe? Like, who knows?
Yeah, 200. Right. Yeah. If you figure 25, 30 a class, sure.
Think of the nationalities that were there.
Oh, yeah.
You never knew it at the time. You just had kids that, like, you were there. You were like, I've always had friends that are Mexican or friends that are Italian or friends that are Vietnamese. I'm like, why is this a question?
Right.
douchebags come in every walk of life. If you're lucky, you get to go to school with a lot of cool ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Very
yeah.
true.
but it's just we had I can't speak seriously enough about that. It was so much better even than Pius. If I could go back to one moment of school, it's definitely Holy Cross.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy Cross was great.
And my grades were
Yeah,
that helps.
it did.
What are some of your questions, Rudy? You had some.
honestly, the first one you asked was on my list. So good job, Bob. No, it got more into like, God, I'm hearing a lot of feedback on my mic, so I'm gonna have to,
It's not me.
You're
We're
good.
good.
anyway. No, I wanted to know. So, how did you get started in the radio business? Like to start off, like just what was step
just-
number one? Did you have that? Did you have that idea in high school? Was that something you've always wanted to do? Or
You know, it kind of goes back. I'll try to make this as short-ish as possible. Growing up, my parents, as you guys know, ran a body shop, auto mechanic body shop, not stripper body shop, on the avenue, on Independence Avenue. And we always had music on. That was the one thing. There was always music on. And at our house growing up, my dad always had illegal satellite running. So we got to watch MTV as our babysitter. We didn't have actual cable, but like we're skimming off that. So music was always present. And fast forward to high school, we get to career day, and our career day is like a lawyer, a doctor. I could not tell you what the other two were. And there was a DJ there. And I'm like, okay, well, all right. Go sit in that circle and listen to him and talk to him, and actually became friends with him. I'm like, okay, well, I talk a lot. I like music. Yeah, I'll give this a try. I didn't have the money to go to college for anything, and I didn't have the desire to either. I was never, good at anything academic wise. So I basically went to KY 102 right out of high school and showed up just like an idiot. You know how you just have that blind, I'm going to go over there and ask them if I can get an internship.
Right.
Okay, well,
wow.
you need to go to school for it. You need to be in college and enrolled. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go across the street to Penn Valley. And that was literally how it happened. I got
No way.
enrolled for one semester at Penn Valley and happened to get a job. I started at KY. It was September of 1993, and I got a job as the morning show producer with 61 Country and David Lawrence on, let's see, October 1st, October of 1993, and then
We-
just quit school.
We graduated in
Wow.
93, right? I mean,
Mhm.
so you're talking like 6 months after graduation, you were already in the music business.
I didn't have a game plan. Don't be impressed. It was just
I
funny
am.
but you know how you got that weird, like just the confidence. You don't know any better when you're a kid to go, okay, I like doing this. I'll go ask them if I can do this.
Yeah.
And I just had the best people, the best mentors that actually let me come in. They showed you how to do certain things. I couldn't have had better people at KY 102 and 61 Country that opened up their world and let me learn hands-on. I should have been that blessed. And that's how it happened.
See, nobody
And
tells
now-
you when you're in school that really your grades don't matter. It's all
No.
about the experience that you get. So once you get that first,
Sure.
that first job under your belt, like you're on your way. But nobody tells you that. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
gotta,
don't also tell you you can do anything. Like you can do you can have it. They never talked about trades when we were in school, like having a trade for a
Right.
job.
right.
It was either this, or this. And I'm like, well, I'm posed, it's not going to be
Right.
my cards. And that's why I would encourage other kids. Radio is a mess right now, and who knows if it'll come back, but you would just encourage, if you've got a love of something and you've got some sort of a skill and you've got a gift, go with your gut, go with that. If you fail, hell, you can always still do something.
Being a DJ on the radio was always something. I don't know what age range I was in, but I'm like, man, I would love to do that for the same reason you said. I love music and obviously I can talk, but I didn't know how to do it. It didn't occur to me that people, surely they don't just show up on the doorstep and be like, I want to do that.
Apparently she did.
Truly,
I know.
I will give
It's
you,
blowing my
I will
mind.
be very specific and bless his heart. And I truly mean this. I still keep all of his messages. There was a DJ there by the name of Fred Rocks. He was the midday guy at KY 102. And within the first week, again, bless his heart, he drank a little. He showed me how to run the board so he could sit on the other side and not have to do it. And
Oh.
and I say that it was a win for him, but it was the biggest win for me. And he taught me how to do it. And I remember going home and telling my mom, craziest thing happened, man. They're letting me do this.
Right, right.
And I don't know why I took to it. We can't set our VCR or anything else at the house at that point. But um, I was always thankful, and we always stayed in touch because he was just so good about it. But it was just somebody giving you a chance, whatever the reasoning is behind it. It was pretty awesome that they're like, "Well, go ahead and give it a shot, kid."
Now, so you started out as a producer, then at some point you make the jump to on the mic because so how does that happen? Because I mean,
What was weird is KY 102 and 61 Country were in the same building, which was next to Fox 4 on Signal Hill, where it is
Signal
now.
Hill.
sure,
Mhm.
sure.
So that building is still there. It's a different building now. It's used for something different. But those two radio stations were housed in the same place, and it was kind of like a ranch style building. It's not a big building, and I don't know if it's just all growing up together and we can talk to anybody. I just kind of bought between people that were there, and they needed somebody at the country station for that position. But I was at KY, and they let me do part-time overnights. That's where anybody starts. Is you
Sure.
talking like at 2 in the morning, you're allowed to do something, and you're horrible. You suck at it. It's no one should be able to hear you, but that's where you get to have a chance to begin. And that at the same time as the job at 61 Country producing for the guy that was one of the greatest, just kind of got the ball rolling.
Wow. So you worked with David Lawrence, so right off the bat.
Yeah,
Kind of a
stupid.
legend.
Yeah, is a
Yeah.
legend, was a legend, everything. And as
Yeah.
nice as he was, great. Yeah,
Wow.
That's
I
awesome.
would not be here without him and crazy old Frankie that was on KY 102. And the rest of that whole cast, honestly, I cannot ever thank them enough.
So it
Real
really just
quick.
takes people giving you a shot.
Oh yeah, it just, and imagine letting you. It's like letting somebody come into your house and just get cozy, like you run the dishwasher, do whatever, like
Yeah.
just kind of go use the mower, see if you can do it. Like, okay, thanks, I wouldn't. I break everything. And then from there, I spent like 3+ years there, and you needed to move on to the next thing to be able to go and do your next thing. And that's when I
Right.
went over to Q104, and I went there in, was it May of 1996, and that was where I met my husband. And by June of 96, it went to hell in a handbag because we fell for each other. Great news is we're still married
Wow.
years later.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
So
Congratulations.
how many
Of
years?
course,
How many years has it been then?
27.
27.
Yeah,
Wow.
so 29 together. But
Yeah.
of course, when it happens, people, of course, look at you like, all right, Hoochie. And you have to go through all that. But it was worth it. And I'm the biggest fan of his, and he's the biggest fan of mine to this minute. I'm like, God bless your patient ass. God bless you. As I
That's
sit in his
awesome.
office and move everything around. So
Real quick, before we get too far away from like when we were talking about
yeah,
Northeast, you mentioned the body shop. I
yeah.
remember as a kid, like one of my memories, anytime we would drive up the avenue and we passed the body shop. So you had the Back to the Future car and the Ghostbuster car
Yep.
that your dad rebuilt or whatever, but there was always rumors that he was going to do a Batmobile, like right when the Michael Keaton Batman
time.
came out.
There
And
was
so
talk of that.
every time we drive by, I would look in that little, and I'm like seeing if there's anything that resembles, but I just remember driving up the avenue and always peeking left towards Pace Body Shop.
He had a really great talent for being able to remake things from nothing,
Yes.
and did like look at something and go, like, to make a flux capacitor out of nothing and put it in this DeLorean. I mean, he really did have a skill. And the same with the Ghostbusters car. There was also a hearse that my brother just bought back that somebody had, and he brought it back. It was one of the
Yeah.
first cars that he remodeled. But that was always his gift. And he had guys that used to rent out the front of the body shop. There was room up front. They were the stereo guys. And so it worked out perfectly. Those guys were hilarious. That they put the stereos inside these cars. So they just went
Yeah.
all together on it. And like the odds of having those guys as your tenants,
Right.
all
Wow.
kind of good. But yeah, I don't remember why, other than he had no money to make the Batmobile. But I think that was the only thing holding him back. Even if it's still like you're just piecing crap together, it still costs money.
Still costs money. I remember he would bring the cars up to like the Holy Cross carnivals and stuff and have them
Mhm.
opened up. I know the Ghostbuster car had crazy speakers in there.
Oh, yeah.
Was that something you were kind of like like I know an 8th grade girl is probably like, are you embarrassed of your dad? Or
It was a
"Yeah,
mix
that's
of
pretty
both.
cool."
It was a mix of
Okay.
both, and it's no secret. Anybody that knows me even a half-ass of a hair knows that, like, we're not tight now, but at that time, it was cool, but yeah, there's the, "Oh god, here we go again," kinda thing, but
Right.
at the same point, in that era of the '80s and '90s, it was also super cool because that was the time when the movies were out,
Right.
and
Right.
to have even a replica of that in our neighborhood seems ridiculous. It's not normal in a great way.
Right.
So
Right.
I was good with it, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to jump back there because
No,
I'm
you're
getting old
fine.
and I would completely forget it if we didn't. But
Oh my god, no, the guys, that I love, that I work with would ask, and I'm like, "Yeah, it was awesome. You're good."
it was really
Like,
cool.
of course it was. I mean, because it did take a skill to put that stuff together and not have anyone repossess it was a bigger skill for him, so
It always bothered me that the Ghostbuster car didn't have the actual like logo, like what it had,
right.
like the ghost's arms were like behind its head or something.
I
And
never
there had
And
to
noticed
be a
that.
reason that I don't remember.
I'm sure it was a copyright reason for some,
Right, like a trademark copyright reason, but
which
I
we
don't
found out
remember.
we learned the hard way about copyrights last week with our Monsters theme song. Which more I don't know what the chances are this theme song is going to get through. I figured if I picked maybe the Monsters
Who
is pretty
knows?
popular, but we'll see.
Why
But
anybody's on your ass about that's not cool.
I
I
know,
know.
man.
Yeah,
We've
You're like,
got
"I think you're
18
reminding people."
we've got 18 viewers. Just let us have this. Jesus Christ.
We
Trying to
need to
spread the
win.
word.
We need to
Yeah.
win.
What were
So
do you guys have favorite memories from Northeast or the Avenue or Holy Cross that pop up in your mind immediately?
Mine was more feeling like I was being left out of things because we lived south
oh,
of
yeah.
Independence Avenue, and it seemed like everyone we went to school with lived north of Independence Avenue. So I was like,
Yeah.
I almost felt like we were in a different country. We had a different zip code and everything, and so I was like, I think everybody's getting together after school, but and we also had some pretty strict parents, so we knew that after school we were going to grandma's house, and so it was like, we kind of, I felt like we kind of missed out on a few things that, some of the
The
stuff
cool
you
group
get
of
into as
kids
kids.
walking home.
The McDonald's-ish?
Yes,
Yeah, right behind
me.
there.
Okay, so I do
Not
remember.
yeah, not ish. We were right behind McDonald's. We were so close that we would lift our, open our windows and
We could
scream
yell
from the
out.
bedroom and try to change people's orders. Like when we hear them ordering, we're like, "Give us fries!" Yeah, like we would
Just
scream. Like it was
totally
yeah.
jacking with people's orders when they're trying to order through the drive-through. We're sitting there yelling, 2 double cheeseburgers, large fry, Coke, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Credit for that. I wouldn't have thought of that as a kid. That's a dick move. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I
The
think
things,
that
you,
was.
Yeah.
the things you
And
do to entertain yourself when you're kids. But
there was a privacy fence at the back of McDonald's that separated it from like the alley and then our backyard. And I think we would throw stuff over it, wouldn't we? If I remember right, and just kind of
Mm.
just listen. Now I
You
maybe I
guys
I
are
just
know.
bigger hoods than I realized.
Yeah, we try to keep it on the down low. But I know that our garage housed a lot of the rats from the McDonald's trash can. Uh in our garage because we didn't really use our garage other than to store the lawnmower and
Yeah, but
like
the
the
runoff from
grill.
that place and wasn't there a Chinese restaurant that was just a door or two up to?
eventually, yeah.
Steambowl. And I don't know what episode it was, but Bobby tried to hit on one of the girls that worked at Steambowl, I believe.
it wasn't
Yes.
Steamboat. She worked at Popeyes when it was Popeyes, and her name
Ah.
was Roberta, and we would drive our bikes up there, and yeah, I'd
See, I
go
remember
get on
driving.
the
I remember
wait
riding
at
the
the
bikes.
drive-thru.
I would always tag along with you. I was just kind of in the background, but I would ride the bike. Yeah, that whole thing. And I even remember that you talk about memories from the neighborhood. I remember like my memories are from school sports, and you guys, mom would take the boys in your class to go see the girls in your class's games, and we'd be up at the gym at Holy Cross for like hours, and just like that was a whole day. It was a whole process, and it's just
Yeah.
it was normal for me back then because I would just tag along and just be in the background. But I realize now it's so abnormal.
We were a big rooting section for one another. So there were so many boys in our class that played basketball that we had 2 basketball teams. So you had to find out, all right, what time not only is your game, but what time is the other boys team playing? What time do the 8th grade, the girls in our class play? Because we want to go see them play as well. So because you guys were some scrappers, man. You guys used to
say, let's not gloss over that it was part MMA fighting ahead of its time.
Yeah.
My husband has no idea of how this was. I've not even gotten into this discussion before, but I was thinking about, because I bruise easily now, and I'm like, back in the day, we were just some rough old bras. For being middle schoolers, good
Oh, yeah.
night.
You know
That
what?
was
I feel like I have your guys' team picture in this back room. So mom had a stack because she was the athletic director.
Yeah.
And she had a stack, excuse me, of team pictures like mine, Jamie's, Bobby's,
Sure.
like my.
Everybody has
girls
the
in
same
my-
look.
Yeah, exactly. And you got your guys' hair was just like huge. I swear it's in that room, and I should have went. And
Oh,
looked
and the
for it
bangs were
before.
like this.
Yes.
The
Yes.
bangs were gigantic.
It was like a toupee floating back in the wind.
crazy.
It was
My
good
kid,
stuff.
my daughter had an 80s day at school, and if I had more time, I would have tried to jack her. She's got bangs right now that kind of go in her eyes, but I would have like, if I would have known how to what
Fan
the
'em up.
technique was. Yeah, I would
We
have.
needed Aquanet.
Yeah.
That none of us
That's-
caught fire ever. God bless. For
That's
real.
crazy.
That was like, it was just ready to happen.
Great times.
It really was, actually.
So I remember I was at Joe Veno's on the Avenue getting my hair cut. It was like a Saturday morning, and I saw you on TV because like your KY 102 days, that wasn't a station I listened to. I didn't know you. I didn't know you were
You weren't
on.
45.
So I was at Joe Veno's getting my hair cut, and you know that little crappy TV you used to have there, guys.
Who's
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Veno's that I'm not registering?
Joe Veno's. Everybody else
Austin
got their
Steamboat.
haircuts by somebody else. We got our haircuts by Joe Veno. He was on the Avenue right there
Right
across
across
from
The Steam Bowl.
across from the Steamboat. Yeah.
Popeyes, whatever.
Okay.
And I was there, and you were on TV. I don't remember what the bit was about. I think you were talking about the Chiefs or whatever. It must have been for Fox 4, or do you ever remember
I
being
did
on?
stuff,
Were you,
no, I did stuff for Channel 5 and 62, because there was Chiefs Insider that aired for
Okay.
a couple of years too.
okay, so I remember seeing you on there, and I was like telling Joe, "Hey, I know that person." Like
She looks
Like-
cleaned up.
Her hair's
at the
smaller.
time, you were
It's
like the
smaller.
first.
Had to get it in the frame.
They had to go letterbox. So you were like the first like celebrity. I'm like, oh my God, that person's on the TV, and I know that person. That was crazy to me. So that was the first time I was like, oh my God, she's kind of doing something.
Isn't that
Wow.
funny? And that's somebody that I just, a friend that knew a friend that works somewhere. They're like, would you do this? And I'm like, I'm scared as hell, but okay. I know I've really learned to, and Johnny Dare being one of them that's really put it in my head of just say yes. Just say yes. When you're like, I'm scared.
Is that what it is? So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
where I
still
wanted
scared
to.
to death to do that. But yeah.
And then just figure it out later, right? I mean,
Right. It is the fake it till you make it, but I was
Right.
still just a pansy then going, okay,
Right.
it's not gotten, until later here in life that you're like, you know what? Okay, I'll wing it.
Well, that's
Okay,
where I
so
wanted to
this-
go next. Talking about being scared.
Oh,
You got dropped into like the #1 morning show. Like you were like Tony Kukoc, like getting dropped in like with Jordan and Pippen. Like that was the #1 show in the city. And it's like, here you go. You're like co-host now.
don't screw it
What
up.
kind of kind of nerves did you
hey,
have
thanks for
going into
stopping by.
that?
Come on in. To be honest, here's how this happened. I was down the hall at 99.7 The Point, and I'd been on the air there during the midday, and I worked with Kelly Urich in the morning. He was leaving. I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go back with my old partner, Brian Trudeau, who I'm still friends with. Love Brian Trudeau. And we were going to go and work again at another station. And so I quit. Here's what's weird. I looked at my resume because I've had to brush it up. 9/11 of 2015 was my last day there. My first day was 9/11 of 2012, and then 9/11 2015. I quit, but I didn't know that down the hall, and I talked to Johnny and those guys. You pass each other in the hall, occasionally when you do. And I knew that my husband Mike had worked with them. They all know each other, but I don't know them that well. I quit, and I'm not off of work for like a week. And they're like, hey, Jennifer's leaving. we know you have to sit out for 6 months. Can you come in here and do this? And I'm like, I come home, I'm like, oh my God. And to be perfectly honest, what I said to him, I'm like, this is either going to be amazing. What's up?
Right.
I'm like, it's going to be one or the other. I don't know what,
Yeah.
like, I'm scared to death. And the guys, even from the get-go, were like, just come in. Yes, we're going to make you talk about everything and anything, but we're going to help you. We're like, we're not going to, crap on you. We're going to help you. And that was 2015. My 6 months came up. I was supposed to go back with Truda, but then changed my mind at the last minute, like a weird lover, and came right back to him, and then stayed there until we all left in 2025, March of this year.
So you were together then for 10 years then as part of that show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it never stopped being scary in the way that you walk in there and you're like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to get asked about today. And you never know what the topic's going to be. You just have to go in and be prepared for anything and everything.
Right.
I don't mind that. As much as of a slouch as I was growing up, like, I've come to respect, you got to go in and be prepared anytime you go into these situations. But I will say 1,000 times over, those guys are like my brothers, and Johnny is truly like a brother that we had a respect for each other. We'd all get pissed about things, or, blowing off about something or whatever, but would never to each other. Like, we did not have that situation. Like, we knew we may be mad about something, but let's figure this out because it's not us. Like, we're good. Let's go take on the S bags down the street.
Yeah.
And so for that, scared to death. Totally scared. I was scared the last time I just filled in a couple of months ago. God bless the people at KCMO FM. They'd asked if I could fill in for 2 days for Kevin Keatsman. Scared to death. Like, it was my first day starting over again. I'm like, bitch, you got nothing else. You better get in that car and you better get over there and do it.
So that's interesting. You've done this your entire career, and yet you still get stage fright or
Totally scared.
nervous.
We talked about that. I've talked about it with those guys, with Johnny, and with the guys at KCMO FM. And we all agree it means you still give a shit. You still care. You still give a damn.
Right.
And that is important. You should. Like, if you still want to do something and you still care, then you need to have that in you. But at the same time, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
You find
I'm
that
going with 55 pounds of paper and hope I'm prepared.
Do you find that it's some sort of maybe an addiction to the adrenaline or the unknown of, like, what's going to happen today? Could it, could today be a day I say something wrong, or is there like an adrenaline?
It's a good question, because there is a lot of not knowing. Some of our favorite days are off the cuff. Some of our favorite moments have been just what flies out of your mouth you don't think about. And you're just, it's like us just talking to each other, and something just comes out, blah. And that's what's worth showing up for. I may want to put my head through a wall for the first hour of the day, but the last hour I'm like, okay, that was pretty funny. All right, that was worth doing it. And so, and now that I'm 1,000 years old, now I'm like, oh God, now what else am I going to do? Because it is kind of a funny job, once you do get your footing and you find people that you actually like that are your family, it's kind of hard to go, okay, now what? So
yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of things now that just pale by comparison. I mean, it's like, what am I going to go do now that's going to even remotely come close to what the joy and the camaraderie you had with the guys?
Our mouths in a normal office setting. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
And yes, we're capable, but at the same point, you're just so conditioned to. Again, it's just like talking how you guys, just shoot it with each other.
You think it, spit it out.
Yeah, and for 4 hours you do that, or to be honest, I would wake up at 2:30. I'd get there because I'd get ready for the day. Get there about 4:30. You're done by 10, but like it's a full day for you. It's not a normal day, because I'm like, God, to think I have to go to 9 to 5. Now I'll still wake up at 2:30. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll still want to put my head through a wall. I'll do it.
That's interesting you mentioned that, the getting up at 2:30, because that's the part that for me, I'm just like, how do you get, I assume you get used to it. I mean, our dad worked late nights, he worked overnight, but no, you never got used to it, huh?
I'm the person, when the alarm clock goes off, I do bounce up right when it happens, because if I snooze, I'm never getting back up.
Right.
Yeah. And so for that, I'm good. And we've had since, because God, if it's been March, now is it? I love sleeping in. God, it's so good. But
I just got some blackout curtains, and it's changed my life.
Oh, that is.
I don't know what took me so long, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, we have them. Don't ever, oh God, treat yourself. um, I can still bounce up though, because Mike had a flight like 2 weeks ago. He's like, I got to get up at 2. I'm like, I'll get up with you. It's fine. I'll get it. And I can still bounce up. And I'm like, bitch, you better be getting paid to bounce up at this point. I never thought I would do it. I always thought TV people did that, because when you think about it, like the Chris Katz of the world, or people that were waking up to do the, the early morning TV news, that's when they have to wake up. And I'm like, that's not what I'm doing, huh? Why am I getting up this early? But I wanted to be ready, and that's why I did. I always want to be prepared.
I was always a bounce up person as well. I don't understand people that like just alarm goes off and like get up. You're waking up the whole house. Like, what are you doing? Like,
here's the thing. Why would you choose to be interrupted if you're in your sleep, like and just snooze it? Like just
It's
set
not
it
gonna be restful.
late. Right.
Yeah.
I'm
9 more minutes is going to do nothing.
Hey, I can sleep until this time, but wake me up a couple times ahead before that, just to just for whatever.
Yeah,
Shits
it
and
seems
giggles.
What about you? Are you snoozing up there, Bob?
Me? No, I'm not snoozing. I'm enjoying this.
No, I didn't know if you hit snooze.
Oh,
in
do
the
I hit
morning
snooze?
when you wake up.
Yeah, so I travel sometimes, and I oftentimes go through Emporia. And so when I'm in Wichita, though, I'll set that alarm, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to shave today. You know what?
No, you're in Wichita.
You know what? Yeah,
That's
we're gonna
crazy.
sleep a little bit longer.
It seems to me like there's some similarities. There'd be some similarities between what you were describing and like a professional athlete, where you have a game and you just get this, you're really pumped up and excited, and then boom, there's a crash just a couple hours later. It's like I don't know, you get that real adrenaline kick, and then boom, you got to come down.
What's funny is Johnny, what he runs off of, and it is natural. Like he can go out and even drink and still like power down on 3 hours sleep. And I'm like, I will murder people. Like I have to have a chunk of sleep. I don't know how you do it. I know I have to go home and be in bed. I can't go to a concert. I wouldn't go do certain things. I'm like, I gotta have sleep, and I know I need to be up at a certain time. And there's a discipline to it, is what I think you're saying, that you just know I need to do this, I need to do this. And I would also get ready the night before and look up stories and do all these things. You just had to be prepared. Other than that, I mean, I wouldn't take a flight of stairs, but yeah, athlete, sure.
Yeah, my son is there. He's 19 and he's got a real job. He works down in the River Market at a restaurant, but he's got to be up. Work starts at 7 a.m., but then on like Saturdays and Sundays at 6 a.m. So being 19, he wants to go out. He wants to see his friends. There's times I'll look at his location, and he's in Lawrence at like 2 a.m, and I'm like, you've got to be like at work like in a couple hours. And it was rocky at first.
Yeah,
but he's starting to figure it out, and he's kind of
do it all.
impressing me. Yeah.
He wants to be able to live it all. I drove to
exactly
when I was at 61 Country. That show started at 5 a.m. This is as asinine as it gets. I went to Maryville to see my 2 girlfriends, and I am saying Maryville, Missouri. Went to see them, got up at, I don't even remember what time it could have possibly been, and basically got there just in time. Should have never. And I'm like,
crazy.
Dumb broad, don't do it again. You're just trying to have both those worlds. You're trying to be able to live, be able to not miss things. And some people are better at it than I am. I cannot do that. And now that we're old, I'm like, oh hell no. It's gotta be something amazing to stay up.
Yeah, I'm old now, and I've got 2 days where I have to be up. My alarm goes off at 4 a.m. And unfortunately, those are like Thursday nights and Friday nights. I got to be in bed early. So I try to make it like 9:30. Like I'm not doing anything, but occasionally there's a concert on Friday and whatever. I'll get home at midnight, and then the whole next day is just
Who's the concert that's worth staying up for you?
It's got to be a comedy concert for me.
So recently, I went to see Ben Schwartz.
Yeah,
Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec and stuff. He was at Uptown, or no, the Midland, and that was on Friday night. And so I went, and by the time I got my girlfriend home, got back to my house, I was getting in bed at midnight, and I'm like, this is going to be a disaster.
Yeah. This is going to hurt.
yeah, it's going to be awful, and it was.
We had a flight recently, and it's like we're getting finished packing at like midnight, and I'm like, we got to be up in like 2 hours. I'm like, at this point, does it even make sense to go to sleep at this point?
Nope. Yeah. Who's worth it though to stay up for? Do you have an artist or somebody that you like? Do you ever get
For
crazy
me,
out?
it would be New Edition.
I was just going to say that because I saw as I was driving into work today, they're
coming to town
next February.
I looked at tickets, man, and I'm like, can you guys still be charging that much for tickets? Like, it kind of blew my mind.
You guys,
I've seen them.
Grandkids, not alimony.
I've seen them 5 times. I saw Johnny Gill at Power and Light. There was one group that was just Belle Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown. They came to Starlight once.
Isn't Bobby Brown like notoriously have to take breaks during?
Yeah, he can't move.
Yeah,
he can't move.
He stayed out a lot of nights.
Yeah, he's had his fair
he used
share.
the whole runway. God bless him.
But that sounds silly, but that's who.
No, those are great. Like that would be a blast. That's a great concert.
Yeah. What about you, Bobby, Jamie? Who are you guys staying out for?
Oh, well, you took my answer. I mean, it was New Edition. I mean, man,
that's Bobby's fault, by the way. When I was a kid, I had to listen to what he listened to because those were the only cassettes we had.
Still welcome.
And the problem, or I don't know if the problem, but I mean, I love the fact that there was a guy, Bobby Brown, that had my name. So I was like, of course he's Bobby B, I'm Bobby D. Sure, yeah, that's my guy. So, I don't know if you remember, but yeah, in 8th grade, we were up in the upstairs of the parish hall, and what were we singing? I don't know, but somehow I got on the mic and started singing. Maybe there was several of us doing it.
What?
But it was like "Don't Be Cruel" and "My Prerogative," because this was all the time in the late '80s when these songs were all popular.
And there was sit tight, kids. I'm gonna go back in the Wayback Machine. There was a place called Bannister Mall. And
I got my ears pierced at Bannister Mall. Go ahead.
When you were done with that, you could go over, and there was a place that was genius. It was a karaoke place where they would record you on cassette, so you could have a recording of your shit-tastic voice, girlfriends or whatever. But that was the best era, and you just reminded me. I have a couple pictures from that same dance. It was like a mixer. It was like an end-of-school mixer.
Yes.
Because I have a picture with Chris Gannon that I'm in a picture with, and a couple with Anna and one or two other people. I don't have a lot of them, but you just remind me. I'm like, we danced our asses off. Like we're
Yeah, and see, I had the courage to do it because everybody else was doing it. I think it was like all of us singing, just being silly and just dancing and having a good time. And it must have been like a mixer or something. I don't remember what, like a Holy Cross mixer.
And that was when World of Fun had Exit 54 too.
Yes.
That was a good time to be alive.
I missed that. I was a pogo. I came in at pogos.
You would have loved it.
That was another one where I just tagged along with Bobby and his friends. I remember it'd be like Bobby, Eli, whoever, and then it was just me. I would just wherever they went, I was just kind of in the background. I knew I didn't say it. I was like a bodyguard to the famous people. You don't talk to them. You're just there.
No folks.
Yes.
Just be happy you're here.
So there's not a day or anytime that Pour Some Sugar on Me comes on, I immediately think of Exit 54 because there wasn't a Friday that I was there that they didn't play, Def Leppard's.
This is so disturbing. All of this music right now we just talked about is what my husband played on the air in Kansas City at the same time. That's our age difference, by the way. He's like, "You like Def Leppard?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, you like Def Leppard? Oh God, you would have been in jail if we were together when we would have when we both met this man." But it turned out great.
That's awesome. That was going to be my question to you. So you've been on a country station. You were with Johnny, which I love Johnny Dare. I listened to him since I was a kid. But like part of me is like, he kind of shits on other music a little bit. Like he makes fun of you. If you're listening to Wham, you're going to get ripped. At the heart of it, where's your music taste lie?
Everywhere and always have been. And I don't know if it was just that era that like you did like Def Leppard, you did like Boyz II Men, you liked, New Edition, whoever it was that we were like, it was the MTV era. So for me, I like everything. I love classic rock, dirty ass, swampy classic rock. Love it, love it. But I also like, there are new things now that I dig. But it's funny because you did have to toe the line. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get hell for this if I admit to it.
Yeah.
And Mike, when he was still at the country station, we'd go to all these different shows. And one of the funniest is that he's tight enough with Blake Shelton. The guys just ate up. They're like, Blake Shelton. I'm like, I know his music's ridiculous, but he's funny as hell, and he knows it, and he's a money making maniac. He's no
Yeah.
dummy.
You name the children, I'll name the dog song, or what's that song? He says,
What?
you
Yeah,
name
that's actually a lyric.
you name the babies, I'll name the dog. I don't know, something. It's
I know exactly what you're
hilarious.
talking about.
It's hilarious. But yeah,
His lyrics, if you just want to get entertained, his lyrics are something.
there's room for that.
Boys
There's room
around
for that.
here, and the guys, God, they made
Chew tobacco, chew tobacco, chew
they
tobacco.
made a gay version of Boys Around Here, and
Yeah.
had
Greg
it
was
like
a-
it to him.
Greg was a genius.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
it is a genius.
Greg is. I've watched him. Like again, if you've not seen Greg, he's the most intimidating, like just scary looking guy.
Uh-huh.
Sweetest, smartest, heart of gold, thoughtful, and the quickest person I've ever seen. If Johnny will have an idea, or you just say something of an idea, or somebody just says the dumbest, stupid thing that you could ever come up with,
Right.
he hears you in the background. And I'm telling you, I've seen it happen within 5 minutes or less. It's turned around. He makes a song. He makes something. I mean, it's immediately turned around. I've never met anybody as fast as Greg in that witty and talented.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some of those songs were amazing. I mean, just
Turn them around.
the be able to take the beat and the music and put your own words to it. I mean,
Because he's an actual musician, and then
I was gonna
smart
say.
ass and smart on top of it. You're like a warlock. No one sees this coming.
He can
but I used to
sing,
love
he
when
can
you guys
play
would
the
give him
music.
shit for not paying his taxes. That was pretty
God
funny.
bless him. He finally met a good girl, and they look after each other.
That's awesome.
Good for
I
him.
know this poor thing. He's like, "Can you just get off my ass?"
So
He said-
I will say, so is Mike's still in the radio business, right? He's still
He retired from the radio business because he got irritated. He actually kind of Nostradamus this. He saw the writing on the wall with what was going on with our building before it happened. And we all
Right.
kind of knew things were going to happen eventually. And he's older and he's like, I don't have time for this us anymore.
Right.
He still consults places and he still works with people at Emporia on different projects. So I've always said, I'm like, you're not done. You're not done. Like, you love music and you love radio and you love working with people in radio, making them find their spots. You're not done.
I was gonna say, if Jamie and I could get a message to him, it would be, we need a yacht rock radio station.
Oh my god!
Because that's where I'm at now. That's
What do you think's always on in our place in Emporia when we leave the
Yes.
dogs and on our boat?
Michael
Yeah.
McDonald,
Yeah.
Christopher Cross. I
My-
mean, that's
You know what? You want to treat yourself? Read Michael McDonald's book.
really.
really?
Not look like a reader. It starts off with him going, so I woke up in jail and I was high on whatever. And I'm like, Michael McDonald, you were what?
Really?
It's a great book.
Ah,
And Paul Reiser's
yeah.
in on it too. He helps him write it. It's a really good book.
I had an MRI.
Wow.
I had an
wouldn't-
MRI the other day. I had an MRI and they said, "What kind of music do you want to listen to while you're in there?" I'm like, "Do you have any yacht rock?"
Yes.
They're like,
You have any
"Absolutely."
Do you have any
Love it.
Pablo Cruz? That'd be super.
Oh, Pablo Cruz is the best.
Little River
Just-
Band's one of the greatest
Yes.
ever.
And I found all of these afterwards, late in life. You know, it's like growing up. It was all R&B and rap. It was
Yeah.
New Edition, Bobby Brown, and then we go out to rockers. And then all right, now you start hearing the country. You start hearing the heavy metal. So now I'm like, okay, I like some Ugly Kid Joe. I like some George Strait and Clint Black. So our tastes are all. I think me and my brothers. I think they're pretty eclectic as far as music goes. But right now, yeah, the jams on a summer afternoon or a summer evening. Yeah, we're listening to yacht rock, and I don't care. Who
Robbie Dupree, Steal Away.
Oh,
yeah.
If you look in my browser, I looked for. I'm currently wearing a police baseball
Yes.
shirt. There's a
Yes.
Robbie Dupree one I've not bought for myself. It just says
Oh,
"Steal Away."
Steal Away.
yes.
When I get a job, I'm
Oh.
gonna treat myself.
I was literally driving my forklift the other day, and that came up on and I'm
It's
just
the greatest
jamming.
ever.
I'm singing it, and I'm like, I wonder if these people around me, like, if they only knew what I was listening to.
I wonder if Robbie Dupree knows how good he is and how many people like him.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I felt
I'll
that
get-
way about Gary Wright too. Remember Dreamweaver?
Yes.
He has a
Yes,
song or two others,
Dreamweaver.
as well as Jerry Rafferty. Baker
Yes.
Street.
Now that's the one I
And
love.
Steelers
Jerry
Wheel.
Rafferty. I love
Yeah.
Todd Rundgren too.
You know who I just got? George Benson. Like,
That one-
I know.
I went in and started putting all of his music on my playlist. I'm like, how did I not get here sooner?
See, some
Part
of
of
these
you
guys,
though right now is like, I'm glad I found it late. Now I get to hug it and embrace it now.
Yes.
some of
Better
these
late
guys,
than
I
never.
don't recognize the names that you're saying, but if you
You'll know
played
it.
the song, yeah, I would be, oh
Right.
yeah, that one.
You're like,
Yeah. That was me. Because I'll be honest, I stepped away and got Sirius Radio a couple of years ago. I don't know if that's like a 4-letter word in your house or anything, but
no, it's in every car.
it's incredible. And that's where I'm starting to, I'm like, oh, like, yeah, of course that song's amazing. And
Oh no.
it tells me
Steels and Crofts,
still
Yeah.
Diamond Girl. Well,
amazing.
America,
fire.
the country and the band.
Yes.
Love them both.
Love them both.
They can go all night. Like
Amazing.
there's so many gems.
Yeah.
No, we
Incredible.
with us with Sirius, I also grew to love the Kevin Hart's comedy channel. When I've had enough of everything, I just put it on because I'm like, I just want something else. Finally, when I'm in the car, I'm like, okay, some dumbass will come on here and that'll make me laugh and kill some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a stand-up comedy channel, and I've got the Conan O'Brien channel. I listen to that sometimes. But today, Jamie, you'd be interested. All the Christmas stations came out.
Oh,
Nikki, where are you at on Christmas?
When do you
Are
start
you,
listening to Christmas
I
carols?
served my time. I served my time a couple times at the Christmas
You-
stations when they switched.
no more.
really?
I started in May.
Oh yeah, and like I have people in my life that love it. Like they want to start it yesterday. Absolutely. And I get it. I get it. There was one time when I worked at 102 when it was Star 102 and they switched at Halloween and it was still when we had CD players. So I could keep one headphone on and listen to what was on the radio. So I knew Christmas music was on the radio, but I had a CD of anything else playing in the room to keep
Anything
me
else.
offset, just to keep my sanity.
I try to hold off on Christmas music until like July 5th.
I can't.
And then it's all Christmas music.
I can't
from
wait that
then.
long.
I've got to give myself a break.
These
Just
guys annoy me with how early in the year they start their Christmas prep.
You know,
I've
I
got to
think
reset.
honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with the nostalgia and not necessarily because the music is so great, but it's the nostalgia. It brings me back to
Yeah.
that's my addiction to pumpkin pie. I'm like,
There's
it
nothing like-
tastes like the holidays, and
Tastes like
it brings
childhood.
me- yeah, exactly.
So good. Yeah, no, I don't. I'll do it with like 2 days. Got like 3 songs. I'm kidding. But I absolutely respect it. Like I get why people love it for every reason.
Right.
Burl Ives and Thurl Ravenscroft are
That's my husband. He loves it.
amazing.
My gift to him, there've been 2 gifts. This says love, knowing that I'm like, oh God, here we go. Andy Williams, when he was still with us, was playing right before he went to go meet Jesus. He was still playing Palm Springs. And I can't even remember what year this was. It's been a chunk, like 10. And I was flying to meet my husband there. I had the hard copy tickets. And I woke up that morning and did the morning show, time to get on the plane, made it to Phoenix and had to wait at the bar. Time to get on the plane. They're like, oh, ma'am, you were drinking over there. And I'm not hammered. I'm just like, I'm so tired. And I'm like, I have these tickets. If I don't get on, I'm going to get divorced. My husband's going to leave me. He will leave me. I will. And she's like, okay, well, you can get on. And I'm like, thank you. I didn't say a word. Didn't tell him for 3 years. We quit to the concert. He got to see him. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. That was a close one. That was such a close one. That and I went with him. I bought him Silver Dollar City passes and tickets to everything that was 3 years ago for the Branson Experience for Christmas.
Oh, that's
Okay.
pretty. Yeah, that's nice. They do it up. They
Do that
do
early
that
in the
big time.
season. And if you hear me on one thing, bring yourself something to drink. That is a dry situation.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Noted.
I also didn't know that my husband loves roller coasters. I don't want to do either of those summer. I had this replaced. I don't want my neck out there with that.
Yeah.
I was when I worked at Worlds of Fun, when they used to have concerts there, I got to be on stage with Trisha Yearwood, and I got to plug in her bongos. That's my like claim to fame.
Plug in
Not her
bongo.
not her
Very
bongo,
aroused.
her actual bong. Hey, there were bongos at the end of that. By the way.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I was on stage with her, and she gave me her
Call it-
guitar pick, which
call it
I'm sure she gave to
bongo
Nice.
beaters. Rude. Bongo beaters.
bongo
It's
beaters.
an
Is it an
inside
inside joke?
Yeah.
Inside joke.
Keep.
Yeah, keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
Okay, this is
So
not
what
Nam.
was
This
your
is bowling. There are rules.
Hey,
what was your most disappointing concert you've ever been to? Because I have one in mind for
Oh,
myself.
I got one. Yeah.
I think I know yours, Jamie, but maybe. What
You guys
was
go
yours?
first because mine are going to be weird.
Jamie, what was yours?
Oh, it's Prince at Kemper.
That's I knew
So
that.
Prince at Kemper Arena. Yeah, it was awful. It was he played like it was just a jam session of him.
It was a
You know,
montage.
of like no, it was all his new stuff, and he was promoting his newest album or whatever. And then when he did finally get to the Purple Rains, the all the stuff that we grew up on, it was a montage. It was just like a medley of it. It was just little bits of pieces. I'm like, oh, dude, I waited this long for this. It was awful.
That would be disappointing.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think we were there for that because we were like,
Oh,
hell montage.
yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
something. It's something. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, you're Prince. Body of yours.
I don't know if I have a disappointing concert that I've ever been to.
Mine, I went to I was so psyched for this. I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe. My girlfriend and I, we had front row seats to see Frankie Valli. And
Oh, you've told me, but yeah.
you don't want to be front row for Frankie Valli. It looked like he looked like a showbiz animatronic. Like he obviously wasn't singing. He was barely moving.
He might have already been dead.
He might have been. And his backup
Maybe it was
dancers
an
were
animatronic.
his backup dancers were going like 110%. They were just sweating and he was just barely moving. At one point, my girlfriend and I turned to take a selfie with him in the background, and the picture's hilarious because he looks like he wants to strangle us. Like, what are you? It was so disappointing because it was just a radio playing the song, and I was so looking forward to that too. And,
Expected more because you're one of the originals.
but he's also like,
you're also
what is he, 98.
That's the point I was going to make is what did you expect, dude? I mean, you're seeing him like 30 years after his prime. I mean, what?
And that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I just saw on Facebook, he's still going.
Of course he is.
Of course he got shows. Crazy.
Which brings me to, I wasn't disappointed because it saved itself, was Vince Neil was it the last Rock Fest? Because Vince Neil, God bless. That voice is gone, baby. Baby, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was singing along, but seeing them at the stadium tour, when we saw them at Kauffman Stadium, this stripper backup dancers were doing more, what you were saying, than they were on stage. They're not like, I don't know that they're singing. Like, are they on this track? I don't remember them singing. And you're like, you know what? If it sounds better, you know what? At this point in your career, let's go with this.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're like, what's your value? You're like, you know what? Just play the track. It's fine. I won't be let down.
Yeah.
That's better.
So one time we were talking on the show and we were talking about how, Bob, did you have one? Did you?
No, I was saying back up from the mic. That's where you're getting the feedback. Go ahead.
Shit. Feedback. We talked one time on the show about like who would be the most famous person we could get on the show.
Yeah.
So I was thinking over Nycki, who is the most famous person you have in your phone right now? Like not somebody that like if you called, they'd pick up, just have their number in your phone.
Funny because I joke about it because I get nervous. I get uncomfortable meeting people that are famous. I feel like I'm bothering them. And it's a whole discussion and disagreement between my husband and Johnny felt the same. Like, they're like, if you like you're not bothering them. It's a whole thing.
Right.
And so in my phone, oh God, I don't know that there's anybody in there. My husband's, you'd find people. But the last time we saw Blake Shelton, I stand off to the side and I've met him like 10 times, whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys just go. And he's like, would you just come over here? You're making it weird. Which is my point. I'm like, I just don't want to bother you. And he's like, you're making it weird. I'll have to send you, there's a video picture. I'll send you later on the phone. Otherwise, I don't know who I could tell you was on my phone. It is a weird hang up that I have because I always feel like I'm bothering someone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Does that sound stupid? I don't know.
I would be the same way. Because
Trent Green would be baby in my phone.
Trent Green.
because I've had to hook him up with something for, like, we were all trying to connect on something. That's the first
Trent
person that comes.
Green. Okay.
That's a good one.
His son went to Rockers. Didn't you guys run into him?
Little boys. He had a couple of boys that went to Rockers and played football, and yeah, I don't know him, but I mean I
They
know.
bred more athletes.
Yeah.
They're kind of that super beautiful couple that you're
Yeah.
like, no, you put out more superior humans. God bless
Yes.
you.
Yeah, they're
Must be
definitely a
rough.
different species.
Yeah, in high school, I went to school with Frank White's son, now disgraced county executive Frank White, but
Free agent Frank White.
former World Series, hero.
I know, they're crazy.
so-
You're like,
yeah,
you could have just stopped with one.
it's weird. But
Stop.
I know.
Yeah, no, Bob, I think you're the opposite though. You're more willing to approach people
Absolutely.
like that. I'm like you, Nycki. I'm good seeing you from afar. I'm not gonna come up and ask for an autograph. I'm not gonna
Isn't it funny? And probably everyone you're seeing, who they are, like immediately who it is. But I'm like, no, I won't touch it. I'll just leave them alone. Leave them alone.
That's me.
Mike bothered Rob Riggle at, God, it was the actual Super Bowl, the one we won. And Rob Riggle has been at the radio station. He's been around, like everybody sees him, whatever. But
Right.
Mike's, hey, and I'm like, God damn it, here we go. Because once he knows it's under my skin too, I'm like,
Oh yeah. You can't let it.
won't let up. Nope, just pushing it down. I'm like, God, just leave him alone. Typical situation. I'm like, I'm so sorry we bothered you.
You know what's so funny, Nycki, is growing up, I was so shy, I was so quiet, and yet at some point, I don't know, I just like, I don't give
Snap. Just
I
kind
don't give
of
a shit.
like,
Yeah, it's that's Tim Tebow over there. I'm gonna go say hi to him and get my picture with him, and yeah.
as
No.
you should. Like it is what a normal person should do.
Speaking of
really
famous
though,
people, speaking
Tim
of famous
Tebow?
people,
Well, it was only because my kid's at the University of Florida and Tebow's a Gator, and
He's so
anyway,
bothered.
I sent it to my kid, and my kid thought I was pretty cool because
I was impressed. I gotta say.
I guess
I'm a
it's
big
cool,
Tim
but like,
Tebow
how
fan.
do you go up to him and you're like, hey, can I get a selfie with you? Like that seems.
Well, first I got his attention by saying "Go Gators." So obviously, as a former Florida Gator, now I have his attention, and so as he about to duck into the car, I said, "Hey Tim, can we get a photo?" I wanted him to do a whole video, and he clearly did not have time for all of that nonsense.
Hey, can you say hello to my wife?
I wanted him
Hold
to
on.
say hi to my son, who's a freshman at the University of Florida. Yes.
To read the scripture too, that would be helpful if you don't mind. If you have a few moments of your time,
Hold on, I got a tripod in the trunk. Hold on, let me get this set up.
Tim, can we pray together? That would have gotten his attention.
Oh
too.
yeah.
He would have done
I have
anything
to say, one of my favorites though was Daryl, Run DMC.
Mhm.
That was my favorite to meet because my mom, and we've talked about this on the air.
Yes.
I had tickets to go see the Beastie Boys and Run DMC. Bought them, hard copy tickets, still have them down the hall. Whatever night, my mom, Sweet Connie, woke up and she's like, "You're not going." Whatever I did, I don't know what I mouthed off that day. You're not going. I'm like, but wouldn't let me. Fast forward all these years, he's coming in the studio, and I'm like, this hooker. I still have the tickets. I'm bringing them in. They're like, yes, get them signed. And just to meet him, he couldn't be nicer, more accommodating, more over the top. Like you're like, okay, I'll keep talking to you. It made you feel comfortable.
That Raising Hell cassette is another one that Bobby brought in the house that I have to thank him for because what a great album.
When I think of Run DMC, I think about those old school sweatshirts that we get at the city market that were just like knockoff. They're the most gaudy things ever.
So he gave us sweatshirts, his sweatshirts when they were in there because they have a whole line.
What?
I don't even have it in me to take it out of the package. I have one down the hall that he gave us, and I'm like, I can't.
That's so cool.
I don't know. I can't wear it. It's kind of awesome. I should probably frame it.
Shrink wrap it, or just
I know because if 11-year-old me can go, you're gonna be DMC, Run DMC. No, hooker, you're not. But I did. He's probably been my favorite.
Now, speaking of famous people, can we get the story again about the picture behind you?
Oh, that is an oil painting that I had made for my husband because he's a crazy person and watches Dateline more than he should. And that is Keith Morrison from Dateline.
Oh my God.
Big fan. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
wow.
That's our one commission piece of art that I bought off eBay or whatever.
You're fancy. You're classy.
He's right over the shoulder. I feel like we have to bring that up. Like he's staring at us this whole time.
I have to, God, We need to not let me forget. I need to take a picture of the huge Keith Urban picture. It's an oil painting that's in our living room that somebody made. I don't know. Mike ended up with it. It's obnoxious, but it's over the entire wall over the sofa.
Oh, great.
And then there's this.
I'm glad you said that was the guy from Dateline, because I'm looking at it thinking it's Lloyd Bridges.
Oh yeah, he looks like from Airplane.
It does look like Lloyd Bridges from Airplane.
I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue.
You get that look of, so you really thought you were going to sniff glue?
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what that is. I bought that from
Good stuff.
Nice.
5-8 years ago.
That's awesome.
Because you know love and you know what your person wants.
There you go.
What do you give the gift for somebody that has everything?
Somebody that has everything and can buy everything.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you guys tonight. This has been
It's
great.
been fun, yeah.
You're worried. I think
Yeah.
I've only thrown out the F-bomb like 2 times.
It's
No,
nothing.
Nobody's fucking watching anyways. It's not,
Dude, you know, we
No, when
skipped
I
over-
just it's so cool just to be able to chat with you, because I like growing up when my boys were growing up, I would bring them to school or taking them from taking them home, and I'd hear you on the radio. I'd be like, yeah, I know her, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, you don't know
I
her.
know him, Santa. I know him.
I know him. Yeah.
At the same
I
time,
used
I'm like, yes, I know you.
I used
I'm
to
just glad
I
you
don't,
guys asked.
I don't know if this is embellishing or if this actually happened, but I think you're in grade school, so you have crushes and that sort of thing. But I think, did we like go steady for a time? And because I told the boys, I'm like, she used to wear my jean jacket. She used to wear my
For a
denim.
window of time. I thought it was just me. He's
Yeah.
right. We went
Yes.
steady for a window of time.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this to go. Only an hour and
right.
16 minutes in. You're
There you
right.
go.
He's right.
I
I
would
don't know how
be
long it
kicking my-
was, but
I'd
he
be
was too
kicking myself
nice.
if I didn't bring it up. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So
remember-
you know what I tried to do now is when we were rarely in the car in the mornings together, but like when you would come on the radio and my wife was in the car, I'm like, yeah, that's my old girlfriend. And my wife
I'd be like,
she couldn't give 2 shits. She's just like, yeah,
he's
whatever.
like, great. What's she doing now? She busy?
Yeah.
Did she pick your
Yeah.
ass up?
Yeah, exactly. Does she want you?
That'd be in our house because I'm like, this bitch needs to pull her weight then. What's she doing today? We talk about his old girlfriends. I'm like, where's she at now?
Yeah.
Ooh. No, I'm so glad you brought that up because I've thought about that. I'm like, there was a window of time.
I'm like,
It's
yeah.
so funny when you're kids, when you go steady.
Right. And I'm like, am I misremembering this? Because I don't.
No,
This
you're
is the
not.
thing. My brothers have much better memories than I do, and I have a terrible memory now. And I guess it's being our age now. I guess I don't know, but I'm just like, I don't remember a whole lot of things. Like I'll get together like with
50 years old.
I got together last Christmas, like right around the holidays, with a bunch of guys from the old neighborhood. Johnny Manikia, Bobby Todd, Anthony Paris. There were a bunch of guys there, and they would tell Jonathan Farrar. They would tell stories about things that happened, and I'm like, shit, where was I? I don't know. I guess we were south of Independence Avenue there, so maybe we weren't there when some of these things went down. But I'm just like, man, I don't remember some of this stuff.
Jonathan Farrar was the ball bustingest bitch that I
Yes.
saw at that party you are not at. I'm like, God dang it, I'm just gonna go home. My God, you ruthless bitch.
Yeah.
He just
He
doesn't
still is.
stop.
He was still doing that shit
To
last
that day, I'm like, he lit me up. But I love him for it, actually.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember mom picking you guys up in the van. Nikki, you, probably like Christy
Christy
Nealon, Eli,
Katie.
and there were whole and
Katie.
it would be like a Friday night, and I wasn't going out yet. So mom's like, hey, I'm gonna go get the kids. I would just
idiots.
jump along in the van. Yeah, and so I do remember a lot of that stuff.
Thank God our parents let us carpool.
Yes.
Thank God none of them were incarcerated enough, so like they could carpool and help out. Got us out of the house because you guys think you guys live far away. We live we were at 435 and Truman Road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
you guys are on the other side of 435.
Yeah, we were on the
Yeah.
trick side of 435. Yeah. Lucky didn't
Yeah.
stay over there. Actually love that neighborhood.
69 dudes.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, good time.
But this is how, God, this is how old we are. You drive by like I-70 and now it's a Walmart, but that used to be Blue Ridge Mall. And that will forever be
Store.
the Jones store. Yes. And
We used to buy concert tickets at the Jones store. We used to have to line up.
what was the name of the? I'm not going to remember the name of it, but there was like an ice cream parlor in there too, inside the Blue Ridge Mall.
Orange
Papa
Julius.
Joe's or
Orange Julius.
No,
Orange Julius is
The only-
American Treasure.
I do remember Orange Julius.
The only ice cream in my childhood was Dairy Dip and Deli, so you can move on with your
Something
Orange
Joe's.
Julius.
It's not Sloppy Joe's, Happy Joe's pizza.
Sloppy Joe's.
It was like Happy Joe's because it was a pizza parlor too that was on the end.
It was right when you walked in the door, right?
Yes, because you could enter it from the
Outside.
From the outside, yes.
Because was it Montgomery Ward that was over here?
Yes,
And
Montgomery
Jones
Ward
was
and
there?
Jones on the other side. Yes.
Again, I
Where
couldn't
was
tell
it
you
in
where my
relationship-
part is, but I know what this is.
Yes.
Where was it in relationship to the Woolworths or the Tape World? There was a
Woolworths
Woolworth.
on the flip side of the mall,
I think so.
which was over by the music
okay.
land.
Man.
Yep.
Music
This tape-
Land.
This Tape World was on the other side from Musicland. They were. I
And
later
then
on,
go around.
Chess King. Later on in life, I worked for Musicland, Sam Goody, and got
Look at
fired from them. Yeah,
Whole nother
So-
story.
whole nother.
I
story.
love the smell of Woolworth. It smelled like old people. It was like mothballs. It was good stuff. I loved it.
Great.
I'm not kidding.
Right.
That's a distinct smell. When you smell it, you're like, yeah, it smells cozy. It's a comfort. I'm so glad you guys had me go down memory lane. This has been fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Even though we
this
didn't
has
get
been
to Cotton's video, but that's okay. Another time, perhaps.
Joe and Trish Fasoni are two of my favorite human beings in life. And if I can say there's no more of a badass woman than Trish Fasoni. She's this tall to me and she'll whip your ass. Best boss I could have had.
I remember Jennifer Conroy just filling my bag of popcorn for me. I don't
She
have.
was there too.
You worked there too?
Yep. Imagine it was
Yeah.
such a funny time for the fact that it's on Independence Avenue, across the street from Dairy Queen and Texas Tom.
Yes.
And you had all the videos that you had, because I remember things by movie posters and the fronts of, VHS that you would rent. But they also had the adult section. So there was a book
Okay.
where people could come in and rent from the adult books. And so the adults would have to help them out. But the way these people drop back off books sometimes, or the
Ugh.
Wow.
imagine your
I don't-
worst case scenario.
Our parents must have kept us pretty well hidden from the adult section.
didn't know they had
realize
one.
they had one.
It was just it was a book or two. So it looked like a trapper keeper. You would never know it was there if you didn't know.
I
It was like
got you.
over off to the side. So there was no room or anything like that they catered to, but she would just light a bitch up if something was awry when people would like bring things back. God, she's amazing.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. So, Cotton's video, you're talking about when it was across the street from Dairy Queen and stuff.
Mhm.
Before that, wasn't it across the street from like the KFC further down the avenue?
It
the
did have
KFC
it. There was another
7-Eleven,
location.
It moved.
That
It was
There was
yeah,
another
didn't that-
location, right?
that caught fire or something, and then
Yeah.
they moved.
I forgot about the second location. You're
by
absolutely right.
Snyder's. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
technically, before it was Cotton's video, it was Video Express.
No, that was
and then Video
that was-
Exchange.
Blockbuster, Video Exchange, Video Express, Exchange Video, and then it went to Blockbuster. Cotton's was always standalone.
All right, my bad.
What was it? I'm gonna kick myself in the ass now for not remembering what it was before, because it was a ticket outlet there. God, the guys are gonna give me shit for not
Peaches.
remembering. Was that the Peaches? Because I can't
Peaches?
remember. It was
On the corner.
it was the old Cotton's Video across the street. That building was where people used to go buy their tickets for concert tickets growing
I
up.
think so.
And
Really?
I'm
Was
just drawing a blank on it finally.
I may be
Damn
I
it.
wrong.
don't remember. I just
Okay.
remember we rented ET there when it finally came out on VHS. That was a big deal. And
Big night.
yeah,
If you're
yeah.
looking at 2 nights, if you rented 2 nights.
I know. My dad, I remember dad being on the phone and trying to reserve them for the night before so we could have them.
Concert
And
tickets.
then-
I just remembered what the name of it was. Excuse me. My wife grew up over in KCK by the old, by where Oklahoma Joe's is, or Joe's KC. Do you remember Capers Corners?
Capers Corner.
Yes, because Johnny bought some memorabilia that was from Capers Corners.
Yes.
They were talking about that because he was over in KCK area too.
Yep. Capers Corners. Because they used to sell concert tickets and they would have people line up down the street.
Children, you
Uh,
had to actually go and get off your ass and go find a place
Yes.
to stand in line to buy tickets.
That's
Your
Crazy.
kids don't know how good they have it.
No, not at all. I'm looking at new edition tickets on my phone pulling up each individual seat. I'm like, you want $1,000 for that seat? You're crazy. I've seen it before.
No, Ralph Tresvant, I cannot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen him at Independence Event Center with his shirt all open and stuff. I don't need to pay $1,000.
Yeah.
I actually saw him in Atlanta as well, but anyway.
Are you two in the fan club? Because you really should be. And I don't even
I
mean that
should be.
rude. You should actually, that way you can get your tickets ahead of time. That's how I learned with the
Yeah.
Foo Fighters. If you join the fan club, it doesn't cost
Uh-huh.
anything, but you can actually get pre-sale tickets.
Really?
Look
You
at
learn
that.
something
know.
new sometimes.
I guess so.
Hey, where's it at? Somebody find it.
What drop are you thinking?
With
What
a
drop.
Google,
The drop.
Surprised you
What
didn't know
drop?
I didn't know
Before
that.
you know.
Oh,
No.
I didn't know he was gonna. Come on, we know.
Damn, we got
Anyway.
I got it.
Thank you.
That one's way too loud. We're such a unorganized outfit here, but
Yeah.
All right.
Keith said you nailed it.
We should put a bow on it.
Well, we very much appreciate you joining us this evening, Nycki. It's been a wonderful trip down memory lane. Rudy,
you,
did we get to all
guys.
your questions?
yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, I had
can
like a
text you
list
later.
of like quick hitters and stuff, but it's not. That was in case we didn't have anything, like, what's your favorite album, whatever. But
What's your
we're
favorite
good.
number? Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm not-
so
I'm
say
not-
hi
I'm not
to
an idiot.
your sister Heather and your brother Joey.
Yes.
See? And
Joey's
then
in Italy.
I think Heather,
Wow.
you have a niece, correct? Heather has
Yes,
a daughter.
Juni's. Yep, she's got two
Okay,
daughters.
because I ran into your mother, and I feel like a jerk because I didn't know who she was at the time. She came up to me
Pause.
because our daughters. Oh,
My
our
mom's
daughters-
crazy. I love her.
your sister's daughter and my daughter were at the same dance school for a little while. So I ran into your mother at one of the events, and I had to ask Anna later. I'm like, Anna, that woman over there said hello to who is that? She's like, that's Nycki Pace's mom. I'm like, oh Christ.
She was late
just
to her
hadn't
own birthday party a couple months ago. I'm not kidding. And we're like, we all agreed on. Okay, no, okay. I love her. There's nobody like my mom.
yes.
That's awesome.
One of a kind.
Yes.
Yes, I will say hi for you. I promise.
Say hello.
Well, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll have to have an encore presentation.
I
Yeah.
love that.
But
Oh,
guys, I
God,
could
you know
get-
who this is Miss Anna.
yes. Yes.
We do yeah.
2 guests.
I'll
little
put her ass
shot.
in the same room with me.
Yes.
I'll say I'll text her right now, but it's 11:30, so I won't.
What's
But
she doing?
you're right.
Don't answer that.
Yeah,
I don't think you want to know. Yeah.
we don't want to know.
I love
But
her. I would do that. I would do that in a second.
I can say honestly, guys, now I think I know who the most famous person is that we've had on this show. So there you go.
And Susan.
Nycki Pace. One and only.
Nycki Pace.
Thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun.
All
was a good
right.
one.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna land
You
this
yell-
plane.
Yell at me anytime. I'm here. Got nothing to do.
Absolutely. As Jamie would say, we put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag, guys. For my brothers Rudy and Jamie, this is Bobby D
LeBron James.
and LeBron James saying until next time, quit acting stupid.
Not to get into too much troubles, okay?